Aloha everybody and welcome to part 2 of Sonic Advance 2, and now ladies and gentlemen we're coming to the most memorable zone in the game. Oh yeah, even if you don't like Sonic Advance 2, I bet you everyone who played this game remembers Music Plant, because Music Plant is so unique, it is so standoutish from any other Sonic zone you've ever played. It's a music-themed level. I mean, there's instruments in the background, the springs have been transformed into cymbals, there are bouncer walls that have now turned into piano keys. There are certain tubes that you go through and they shoot you out and they make like a big blowing horn noise like da 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 da. It's just a super fun, unique level, and it's not like anything you've seen in a handheld Sonic game ever, you know. There are very few memorable handheld Sonic zones. I like to think Bridge Zone from the original Sonic the Hedgehog 1 on Game Gear is pretty memorable. I'm drawing a blank, that's pretty much it. And then there's Bridge Zone, and then there's Music Plant. Music Plant's something that just sticks with you, and honestly, Sonic Generations on the 3DS included a Sonic Rush level. And I thought that Sonic Rush level was kind of meh. They should have put in Music Plant, because Music Plant's fucking super fun and super out there, you know? I mean, Music Plant's not one of those levels that you would imagine would exist in the same world as Sonic Adventure 2. But I have no problem with that. You know, I like Sonic when he's a lot more cartoony and a lot more over the top and a lot more crazy and out there. I don't like it when it takes itself way too seriously. Fucking Sonic 06, you stupid piece of shit fucking game! Sorry, I was having another flashback. I hate that game! But you know, I love Sonic when it goes over the top and goes crazy. I mean, what is the point of Music Plant? Who built it? I don't know. Did Dr. Eggman build it, I should say? Maybe he did. I mean, hell, we've seen his amusement park in Sonic Colors. Well, people who've played Sonic Colors have seen his amusement park. If you're watching my LPs, you haven't seen it. But, you know, what I'm saying is, I could see Eggman being fucked up enough to make this musical-type theme park, like Music Plant. I could see that. Either way, this zone is entirely memorable. It's really unique, really special, and I just love it. What can I say? And now we're at our third special stage. Although if I'm going to be technically correct, we're at our fifth special stage. See guys, in order to get all the special features in the game, in order to show you everything this game has to offer, I had to collect the Chaos Emeralds with all 4 characters. In the original Sonic Advance, you only had to collect the Chaos Emeralds once. Once you collected the first Chaos Emerald in Sonic Advance, you never needed to collect it ever again with any other character. And the fun thing was, you know, you could be Tails forever. Like, you could be Tails for every level in the game, and you could collect all the Chaos Emeralds with Tails, and you would still unlock the final level with Super Sonic in Sonic Advance 1. And it worked that way, you know? Like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles has multiple save files, and you have to collect the Chaos Emeralds for each character on that game. But that game made everything simple and made everything fun, and you wanted to replay Sonic 3 and Knuckles, and it had a save file, so, like, you could keep track of that shit. Well, so does this, but you know what I'm saying. Like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles was a lot more accessible, a lot more fun, and getting the Chaos Emeralds for each character was fun. I liked that. It didn't unlock features, though. That's, I guess, what my point is. In order to get all the features of Sonic Advance 2, you have to collect the Chaos Emeralds 28 times. You have to get into 28 different special stages. And if I could be quite honest, you know, the special stage of Sonic Advance 2, while alright, it's just really too easy and it's really bland, and we all know how much I hate getting to the goddamn Chaos Emerald because of the stupid 7 special ring bullshit where you have to memorize what path to take and everything. It's really stupid. And these special stages honestly could just be a lot better, honestly. Recently, I bought Sonic CD on Xbox Live, and Sonic CD special stages are pretty similar to Sonic Advance 2's special stages, you know? Like, it has a first-person view, you can move left and right and jump, and there are certain springs that can bounce you and stuff. But Sonic CD had a lot more going for it in that you actually had an objective. Well, this one has an objective. You're collecting 300 rings. But I mean, this one was like, you had to destroy these UFOs. If you touched the water, your time would run out faster. There were springs, there were fans that could blow you into UFOs, and those special stages were a lot more interesting and unique, you know? Like, every special stage in Sonic CD is different from the other special stages in Sonic CD, you know? Like, one time you'll be in a trippy acid trip background, another time you'll be in an Eggman face background. Like, Sonic CD had very unique special stages. Sonic Advance 2 special stages, honestly, they could be better, you know? They really could be better. There's just something about them. Like, every special stage makes you collect 300 rings. Every one of them. And they all have this pinkish, generic flat background where you're just trying to chain ring multipliers and stuff, and you know, I don't care for the special stages in Sonic Advance 2 all that much. And a Metal? Is that a Metal? Seriously? That could easily have been a Metal from the Mega Man series. Dr. Eggman, no! You don't steal from Dr. Wily. That thing should be fighting Mega Man, not Sonic. Oh boy. Oh, and because 10 million people keep asking about it, yes, I saw the Dr. Eggman versus Dr. Wily, a character battle on Screw Attack, or Death Battle, whatever the hell you want to call it. Jesus Christ, people. This must be a very popular show if everyone has to keep telling me about it. Jesus Christ. I saw it. It was funny. The end. The end. Stop sending me messages about it. But anyway, what I was saying about the whole special stage thing, what I was pretty much getting into is that I don't like the getting Chaos Emeralds in this game because, one, the 7 special rings bullshit is annoying. The special stages themselves aren't very interesting, in my opinion. And I don't like you have to collect fucking all of them for each character in the game. I hate that. Like, you don't have to, but you're not going to get the special features unless you do so. And in order to do this LP, well, of course I had to do it. It's tedious. In case anyone's asking about the plot of Sonic Advance 2, there's still really no plot. Again, it's the basic gist of it. You know, Dr. Eggman is turning animals into robots. Sonic has to stop him. You know, it's a 2D Sonic game, so there's really nothing to it. The only thing kind of close resembling to a plot is that new character Cream the Rabbit, who we saw in Hot Crater, she's looking for her mother, Vanilla. Yes, that's her name, Vanilla. Actually, I'll get back into that topic. Right now, we're going to face off with Big Bad Dr. Eggman, and oh no! He's kidnapped Miles Tails Prower! Let go of Tails, you magnificent, awesome man, you... I'm sorry, I can't badmouth Eggman. I can't call him a fiend. He is the best, after all. I love that he's holding Tails. Like, he attached Tails to this fucking pulley on the top of his Eggmobile, you know? He couldn't, like, he couldn't put him on some kind of seat in the Eggmobile. He's got this staff, like, just hanging him out there. Just makes me laugh. Anyway, this boss fight's really easy. The platforms stick out. You have to jump on them to jump on Eggman. This is probably the second easiest Eggmobile fight in the entire game. Occasionally cannons will pop out of the platforms and shoot energy balls at you, but they're really not too much to worry about. The only thing you have to worry about is that there are spikes on the platforms, so you don't want to jump at them from the side. But if you're underneath them, like straight from the middle, you can jump up and you'll pass through it and not get hurt by the spikes. So, you know, as long as you're in the middle of the platforms, you should be pretty good. Ah, son of a bitch! And that is Dr. Eggman. It should also be noted that when you're in these levels, I always use the air dash attack to catch up to Eggman pretty easily when I'm playing as Sonic. Tails, Cream, every other character in the game does not have the air dash. So you are going to have to run the old-fashioned way. Well, not if you're Cream, because she destroys enemies like nothing. Eggman! What's he plotting this time? I've gotta hurry. See ya, Tails! Huh? So the good news is, ladies and gentlemen, we have now unlocked Tails. We can play as Miles Tails Prower, and we're gonna play as him for this next zone. I love Ice Paradise as well. Again, this is probably just me being a Canadian and enjoying winter at nighttime. Seriously, I love winter at nighttime. It's one of my favorite things. It's just to walk around town when it's night and it's all snowing and stuff. It's a very peaceful weather condition that always makes me happy. just felt like sharing that intimate moment with you guys. I love winter at night. And a winter city is always awesome for me, you know? So I like this zone just because of the scenery. But again, Miles Tails Prower, he is, as you know him, he can fly by constantly mashing the attack button. As I mentioned before in part 1, Cream can fly as well, but Cream does not stay in the air as long as Tails does. So Tails does have the advantage over Cream in that department. Although Cream does have one other special useful function where she can push the attack button while she's in the air, like while she's flying, and she'll stop flying. She'll actually do some kind of drop kick type attack that she can jump on enemies with. And it's a great way to cancel out of flying, whereas Tails cannot cancel out of flying. So you're stuck in the air until Tails decides to run out of breath and land on the ground, or until you just, you know, maneuver yourself to the ground. So I think that's a unique, awesome feature about Cream. Just the ability to drop out of flying mode whenever you want, you know? All of the characters in this game still have melee attacks just like they did in Sonic Advance 1. Obviously, these melee attacks are pretty much only useful for Badniks. They're no longer useful for taking out Dr. Eggman anymore, since the dude's constantly driving away from you in every boss fight. But, you know, they're still there. Tails still whips people with his tails. Sonic does this little somersault thing. Cream, of course, uses her broken-ass Cheese the Chow to smash up all the robots like they're nothing. But, you know, every character has a melee attack, so there's that. Oh, another thing I have to mention about getting the special stages is that you cannot die when you're going for these special rings. Like, if you die in the level, then every special ring that you've collected is gone. So in order to get to the special stage, you're generally expected not to die so that you can collect every special ring, no problem. So if you're expecting to see a very failure-type playthrough of this game, well hey, if you want me to get the Chaos Emeralds, I can't die, can I? And I already got 300 rings. Yep. That's it. See, this is what I'm talking about. Really skilled players. Apparently, you can get a continue in the special stage if you get 999 rings. And again, I don't see what the point of continues are in a game that saves itself. But I digress. So apparently, I've seen people on YouTube actually achieve a 999 ring count in all of these special stages. And it's fucking crazy, because I can't do it, but they can do it, you know? Like, if you hit the right amount of rings, if you just go in the right movements, and you hit, like, a 12 times multiplier, 13 times multiplier, your ring count will go so fucking high, so fucking fast, and that's why these special stages are just so easy. Like, if you just know where to walk, it's a cakewalk, there's really nothing to it. Again, I just find these special stages pretty generic and meh. Sonic CD is an example of how you do a first-person movement. You know, that's how you... Well, not first-person, but third-person. Oh shit, I should correct myself on that. But you know what I meant. It's just, you know, I don't like that you have to wait for the clock to run out. Like, once I get 300 rings, I just want to be able to leave the special stage immediately, but I can't do that. I don't know. I still like Sonic Advance 2, guys, don't get me wrong, I just don't think the Chaos Emerald system is handled well at all. Anywho, folks, we'll continue more of Ice Paradise with Tails in part 3. See you then.